and today we have Hook taking the time to talk to us, so thank you for that. So tell us, how are you all doing today?
All great, thank you very much.
Okay, do you want to just give yourselves a little introduction as to what you do in the band?
Yeah, I'm Owen and I'm the singer and the guitar player.
I'm Morgan and I'm the drummer.
And we're missing one, I believe.
We're missing one. Danny is our bass player and he's somewhere else. He doesn't really do interviews, so we...
He's the mysterious one.
Yeah, he during a pandemic, he won't even, he's obviously too busy for an interview and he's doing nothing else. But anyway.
We don't mind. And you're all from, we're all from Dublin, yeah?
Well, I'm from Dublin and Danny's from Dublin, but Morgan is from County Kerry.
Right.
Okay, so let's start with...
Which is the other end of the county, other end of the country, and Kerry people are very proud, so don't mistake a Kerry man for a Dublin man. They'll get very upset.
No, that's the greatest sin of all.
Well, I'll apologise now. Good job I asked, didn't I?
Exactly, yeah.
And how did Hook begin for you guys?
We were all in a band before this. There was we were in a previous incarnation, and just, I don't know, gradually that band just kind of just slowed down and came to a halt, and we decided to continue on as a three-piece, and it just felt right not to even get other people in. It just felt better to continue kind of as a proto kind of punk kind of thing, just guitar, bass and drums, and because we had keyboards and other guitar players and everything, and loads of backing vocals and things in the other band. So yeah, we just kept going. But I met Morgan. We joined the other band. I think we put out an ad in the newspaper or online or somewhere, and Morgan showed up. So that's where we met Morgan. So, but
I skulked in one day.
Yeah, exactly. I can't even remember what year. It's probably 5 years ago now.
Oh, it's longer, I'd say.
Is it? Oh god.
Yeah.
So you've known each other for quite a long time, all of you.
Well, this band is together. Well, we're playing as Hook for about 2 years. Well, up until we couldn't rehearse together anymore, it was probably a year and a half. So probably it's coming up on 2 years now. And previous band, I think we were all together for about 4 years. Would that be right? So but we like to say 2 years because it sounds better, because we knew how to play together before, and then sorry?
Yeah, we're new and fresh now.
Yeah, exactly.
New band. And how about the name? Who came up with that? And is there meaning, or is it just a word?
I don't know. Morgan, do you remember?
I think everyone was just WhatsApping names, and that was the one that we all kind of agreed on, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't remember who actually came up with the name. It wasn't me.
There was a load going around, and we decided on a few, and I were like, no, that's not. And then I think we liked the idea of something just sharp and short, so Hook just kind of stuck after that.
I don't think we wanted to be a de band, you know, the Hooks or something, you know. That's...
Yeah.
I was doing simple, easy to remember.
Yeah,
hard
Dr.
to Google,
Hook was
though.
already taken. Hard to Google.
I managed to find you on YouTube quite easily, so that's saying something.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, great. That's good to know.
Algorithms and all that must be putting you further up.
Well, I Google it, but it's just reading my history, so it just comes up. It knows what I'm looking for. So it's nice to know that somebody else has tried it and we come up.
Yeah, you're definitely there, I promise.
Oh, excellent.
And how about the flamingo? I'm seeing the flamingo a lot. It's on your new video as well.
Flamingo, yeah, that we just wanted I wouldn't say a logo, but just something kind of instantly kind of they just grab your attention. We'll run with that. So we had the flamingo for the previous EP we released, and I just liked it, and I just kept using it. I don't think I even asked the lads what they thought of it, but it's a real flamingo. It's not a drawing or anything. It's an actual lamp that my sister has, and I took a picture of it, and so it looks illustrated, but it's actually real, which is the cool thing. But yeah, then I think flamingos just it became a kind of a gag then for me, just to, take pictures of flamingos in the zoo or, wherever I see them. But the video, that was Danny. We just got Danny to draw a flamingo, so it was just kind of felt natural just to keep going with the theme of flamingo.
It's simple but effective. Plus, I've got a thing for birds. My favorite animal is a penguin. I even got one tattooed on me.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, we should have went with a penguin, shouldn't we? That would have been great if we had chosen a penguin. That could be the next cover of the album. We could go with a penguin.
Or we'll all have to get flamingo tattoos.
Yeah.
That's good. I wouldn't mind getting a flamingo tattoo.
It'd look good.
Yeah, I think it would. I think it would look great.
You can get it on your chest, and then on stage, just rip open your shirt.
Yeah, that could be the encore.
But I expect that at the live performance that hopefully will come sooner rather than later.
I'll get on it straight away. We'll all, it's, as I said, pandemic. There's nothing else to do, so might as well just get a flamingo tattoo.
Yeah, the same one that's drawn in the video as well. Yeah.
That's a good idea. God.
Danny can do it for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I trust him, but
No.
Right, so I suppose, who have been your musical influences over the years then? And does it reflect in the music now, do you think?
Morgan, do you want to go first? What do you think?
Well, I think we think it reflects in the music, but every review seems to tell us that we sound like Joe Jackson or Elvis Costello. Neither of whom I think we don't listen to. I don't like, aside from knowing a couple of songs, but that's, we listen to a lot of kind of 90s indie music. Yeah. I don't know, but that's kind of where a lot of our influences have come from.
Well, a lot of,
but I suppose because there's so many, there's so many influences. I suppose then it gets washed through the machine, and it becomes. But just one says, at least it means we don't sound exactly like somebody else.
Well, yeah, everyone's got to have some sort of influence to get them going.
Yeah, exactly. And like we do have all the different musical interests, and it is funny, as Morgan said, that when it does go through the filter, it comes out as something else. Because I mean, the lads are big. They know all their punk history. Well, I don't even know some of the bands they talk about. And then I'd be a big country music fan, and I think to listen to there's probably more of a punk element in our band than a country element. But it's still funny to hear people that just hear us cold and would say, "Oh, you're like an 80s new wave band or something like that." And we're always surprised. We're like, really? As Morgan said, we don't listen to that type of music. So it's funny that it comes out sounding like that. No idea why, but that's what happens.
So
whatever works, exactly.
And your first EP came out in March 2020, so last year.
That's right, yeah.
And how did that feel, having that released?
It went well. We released this. We released a single, and that did okay. We got it on radio and a few reviews and things like that. And then we released a second single that did a bit better. And I think we just pushed it more, and it got us a lot of listens and plays. I think the the flamingo was in place by then. So we didn't have the flamingo on the first single, but the flamingo was there in the second single. So I think the visual side of it probably worked. But we just put out the EP. So it was a 4-track EP, and yeah, it was really positive, and it was great just to have something out rather than just rehearse and just waiting. We actually just put together an EP. We didn't want to do an album because albums kind of get lost, but we recorded loads of the songs at the same time, so we kind of had a choice of what we wanted to release. And as soon as that was out, we just gigged, and then we just kept recording. So it was with the eye on the second release.
Yeah, they were mostly positive as well. A sense of achievement, I'd assume.
Absolutely, and it's kind of the positivity from just regular listeners. So we go on Twitter a lot, and just people just like the song and say I love this song, and they'd say, oh, we've downloaded it, or we're following you on Spotify now, or whatever it is. So it's nice to get reviews, but I think it's nice to actually have just regular music listeners just telling you it's great, and that can be just as good.
I think Twitter's great for that as well.
It is. Twitter gets a lot of bad press for people to say it's full of negativity, and we kind of stayed away from it for a while, but it just, the last year, I've just seen how good it can be, and you can connect with people.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of good, like you say, there's a lot of good people on there who just, like you say, listen to the song and send you like a one-line thing. But that's really nice that they're taking the time to do it. And that could be just a regular Joe, or it could be someone like yourself who's doing a podcast, or it could be someone who's reviewing. But it gives you a little bit of impetus, and it's only a small thing, but it's nice, particularly when you put something out. Because I think for a long time, maybe we were slow to record stuff, but I think we've learned now that actually, we can kind of record batches of 3 or 4 songs quickly enough, particularly because we have a friend of the band who was with us before, Colin, who gives a lot of help with the recording. And so we're able to kind of turn stuff around, well, up until March last year, kind of quicker. And it's just getting it out there, because then once you get one song out, and then we kind of said that we'd kind of do EPs or singles, because as Owen said, albums just get lost. I mean, even people that I'm friends with, I send them an album, they're going to go, oh, I got to listen to this guy's album. Whereas if I send them a couple of songs, they'll go, oh, I like this song, that's a good song. So it's then just incrementally building it up. I mean, bands have done that before. I think Ash spent like a couple of years just releasing a single every month, and then Green Day did like a series of EPs. And I think now, in the age that we're in with Spotify, people are just, they don't have, there's just super abundance of songs. They're just going to listen to stuff they know, or if there's 1 or 2 songs, and even the flamingo is kind of eye-catching, so they'll just go, that looks interesting, that's only 4 minutes long, I'll listen to that. So I think that's good. We're for the short attention span generation.
Yeah. Well, as you said, we don't, even if your friends will say, oh, great, you got music, and you send them a 10-song album, they're going, oh, come on, I'm not going to listen to 10 songs. So that the 1 or 2 songs works. As Morgan said, it works for fans or people who just want to hear new music.
I agree. I think it does. I mean, even now, even bands that I've listened to my whole life, I don't listen to their full album anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can choose songs, and that's what you can do on Spotify as well. You can just pick the songs you like best.
Yeah, and it's kind of going back to it's almost a 50s thing where it was singles, and it's it's just the way music's going. I don't think you can fight against it, and you can use it to your advantage and just release singles and as Morgan said, you can build a bit of momentum that way.
Definitely. And do you all do this full time? Is music your full-time careers?
No, we all have other jobs, so we take whatever income comes into the band, it just goes straight back into the band, and whether it's a small amount of royalties, or if we got money for a gig, it would pay for rehearsal, or it would pay for a recording studio or something like that, or mixing or mastering. So unfortunately, we haven't got we're still doing the day jobs, but who knows? It's still it feels like a full-time job sometimes, but it's
And are
not
you
paid like a full-time job.
you working currently, like through the lockdowns and stuff?
Yeah.
Sorry, say that again. Working through the pandemic, is it? Yeah. We haven't really. We've only the music stuff we're doing is writing, because Morgan would send me lyrics and things like that, and ideas for songs. So we're still doing music stuff, but it's just not. We're not in the same room, which is a pity, because that's the fun part.
Yeah. Getting together.
Yeah, it's hard because like we have a clutch of songs that we had recorded before the pandemic, even that sort of we have to get maybe fixed up or do bits with, and even then we've been writing songs during the pandemic, but then they kind of hit a wall because you know, you send lyrics or Owen will do a demo on acoustic and stuff, but then you're sort of like, oh, come on, vaccine, let's get back in the recording room and let's get stuff done.
Yeah.
We'll have forgotten them all by the time we get back together.
Exactly. But like a lot of the stuff gets worked out in the studio, because we'd bring songs in kind of half done or 60% done, and they don't get finished until the three of us are in the room, and that obviously can't be done. So there's more. There's loads of songs sitting there just kind of waiting to be finished.
Have you had the chance to play live as Hook?
Yeah, we'd played a good few gigs actually, and like loads of people, we'd tons of gigs. We did a couple of festivals as well booked for last summer, and that all got thrown by the wayside, unfortunately. But now we've had good fun. We've mixed it up. We've done acoustic shows as well, and we've had good fun. I think we prefer the electric gigs because they're just we all get to play our instruments louder, but we kind of show up wherever we can. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
the acoustic ones are good for getting the songs tight, I find, because we're kind of more exposed. You're stripped down. Whereas at least, you know, you can cover up a lot of the errors playing loud. We were on a good run of gigs in the early part of 2020, and then it's sort of, which is obviously one of the many disappointments, that it's sort of ground to a halt.
Yeah. Well, I've done a few of these interviews now, and they've all said the same. And obviously, places are going to be hesitant about planning anything because.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't be long. I'm sure.
Well, we'll show up anywhere. We don't mind. We'll wear face masks and wash our hands. We don't care.
Come on now.
That'll make a change.
Yeah. We've played some real crap holes. So like, you know, if we didn't catch anything then, we're not going to catch anything now. So it'll be.
Yeah, we survived Fibber. We survived Fibbers, so I think we're all right.
Yeah, there's the most disgusting places you can imagine. We've been there, so it's okay.
Oh dear. Wow. I've lost my train of thought now. So obviously with the lockdown restrictions and stuff, it's had an impact on people's mental health. It's like gone through the roof. So I'm asking everyone whether they've got a bit of advice they would like to share to help people.
Well, I've listened to loads of new music, obviously, but it's a good chance to create as well. So, because you got time in the evening, there's no rehearsals to go to. So if you're playing instruments, just try and learn a new song or try to write a new song. Just don't write a song about the pandemic. I think if you can stay away from that, because everyone's going to have a song about sitting indoors. I think just try and be creative. I think try and just, even though there doesn't seem like an end, or doesn't seem like there's going to be an outlet for it, just arm yourself with lots of creativity, and that'll see you through. I don't know about you, Morgan, much hit stuff with the drumsticks maybe. I don't know what your advice is.
I don't even have them set up at the moment. I keep saying I need to. But I've been writing a lot of songs, like lyrics and stuff, which is fun. Yeah. Like you say, you just have time that you didn't have before. So like in the evenings, there's only so much TV you can watch. So I'll jot stuff down. But I've listened to a lot of music, even stuff I hadn't listened to for years. I'll just go, actually. And it's nice just sit down and even listen to an album, which isn't something I would have been doing.
I listened to The Clash for the first time ever. I know everyone's saying, what, only now? So I've actually had time to listen to The Clash. And it's like, why didn't I listen to them 20 years ago? Everyone else did. So I'm really enjoying The Clash at the minute.
Well, it's better late than never, I suppose, isn't it?
Exactly, that's what I keep saying. But my music friends are kind of scoffing at me. Only like, welcome to the party kind of thing, you know. So, but that's a good thing. I think it's just there's lots of music to get into.
Right, let's get off the pandemic for a bit. Your new single, I Like You, is out now.
It is.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's slightly different than our normal stuff because it's kind of grungy, and there's kind of a chug to it, and it's a bit more distorted than our normal stuff. But it was, I can't remember when we recorded it. I think we recorded it in a local rehearsal room, and then I, with the drums and the bass, and then I did the guitars back in our friend's house. But yeah, it's kind of a silly kind of love song, I suppose, is what it is. But the idea is that it's love is liking someone is better than loving someone, because love is just, you know, it's easy. Everyone says they love each other, but hardly anyone ever says they like each other, because if you like someone, then you actually like them. That's a real thing, you know. I actually like that person, but you can go, oh, I love you, and then you break up 2 weeks later. But so it's kind of not really a joke, but it's kind of trying to be a funny kind of look at love. So that was the idea. But as I said, I can't remember when we recorded. It's all blurring into one now.
No, I don't remember.
No.
Where can people that?
I've got the demo. I listened to it on my phone about 6 months ago because we'd recorded it. It's all been done a while, but and the kind of chug on the acoustic guitar was the exact same. Usually songs change, but the song kind of stayed the same right from the start, and that's unusual, I suppose. Usually we start one place and end up in another place, but it kind of started as a chuggy, grungy kind of song, and it stayed like that.
Oh, and where can people listen to that or buy it, possibly?
You can go on Spotify. You can go to Bandcamp, listentohook.bandcamp.com. All our social media handles are Listen to Hook. So we're lucky like that. We've got just the one handle for everything, and we've got a video for it as well on YouTube. So if you pop "I Like You Hook" or something like that into YouTube, our video will come up. It's a picture of somebody's drawing a flamingo. And Morgan's in it as well. Morgan's hand, he's drawing a little flamingo just in the very middle for like 2 seconds. So it's the bassist and the drummer are in the video, but not me.
Never mind. Maybe next time, eh?
Never mind. Maybe next time, yeah.
Very magnanimous of him.
Yeah, it was. I know. Yeah, it was a tough decision not to stick myself in, but had to be done.
Do you have any big plans for the future then? Obviously, COVID depending.
Well, it's to get we've a load of songs kind of just almost finished, so we want to get those out and then just record the new ones again, or not again, record the new ones, and if we can get the gigs going, that would be great. So it's really just kind of improving on it each time, bring something out, just to try to make sure that more people listen to each song and we get a few more reviews and a few more listens and a few more likes, and you know, so we feel like we're progressing. But yeah, it'd be nice to get the songs finished and out. That would be good.
Yeah, it's good. We have a few songs that are kind of, if not fully in the can, they sort of, the drums are recorded and the bass is recorded and some of the guitars are done, and it's just fixing some of those up. So at least you can kind of keep the momentum going. There's not a big lag between releases. And hopefully we can get back into the studio, like even just doing rehearsals again, because you miss it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know.
Absolutely. But that it's important. I think we don't have the we're not going to go into a studio and record 10 songs. We will do a couple and then release them and then do a couple. So we always have something on the go. No, that's important for us.
And where's the best place for people to contact you, I suppose, interact?
I think Twitter is probably the best place. So if people are on Twitter, it's listentohook. But we're good on Facebook as well, and wherever people are comfortable. SoundCloud. They can send us a message. Sorry?
On all social media?
All social media. Wherever there's a place to put our music up, we've put the music up. You forget about it sometimes. You post stuff and you go, oh, I forgot we had a SoundCloud account. But Twitter is definitely a place where we've spent most of our time lately. I think Facebook doesn't really accommodate promoting music very well, and SoundCloud is kind of a bit niche. It's kind of like I don't know. You feel like you have to be in a club or something on it. It's kind of odd like that. But Twitter just seems a bit more democratic. So yeah, you can go there. But as I said, send us a message. We love getting messages, so we'll reply back. Doesn't matter what it is.
I will put all the links in below the video when it's uploaded, so they can just go down. Nice and easy. And then, before we go, is there anything you guys would like to add that I've missed?
No, I think we've got everything. I'm happy with that.
Just listen to Hook. That's it.
Just listen. Exactly.
That's it, yeah. And hi to Danny. I'm sorry he's not here. He's the best one.
Oh.
Yeah, he just doesn't like interviews. So
Neither do I.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Who does like interviews? At least he's honest about it.
Oh yeah, there is that.
We'll send him next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just me and him next time. Put him on the spot.
Exactly. Yeah, you can really scratch. You can really get at it with Danny. Just see what makes Danny tick. Really get to the heart of him. I think that's needed.
One of those 3-hour interviews. Now those like to really get into it.
All right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. Thank you for taking the time.
No problem. Thank you very much for inviting us on.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
And keep us posted on what you're doing next.
Oh, we will. Yep, we'll stay in touch. Don't worry.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And if you email me all those links.
I'd spend the day kicking bottles with you. I'd waste the weekend waiting to see what you want to do. Says I don't love you, but I like you. I like you, I like you, I like you. patient, I should switch off my brain. Says I don't love you, but I like you. Says I don't love you, but I like you. I like you. I like you. Oh, I like you. I like you. I like you. You say love is thrown around too easily. Try liking somebody completely. She says I don't love you, but I like you. She says I don't love you, but I like you. I like you. I like